Hey guys, coming to you from my cell phone. The rest of the video will not be with my cell phone, but if you are interested in how I got this look with this palette, then do please keep watching.
I think I need to put my phone on vibrate only, which I don't seem to grasp that, so I always end up making noise during my video. So I was at TJMaxx again, and I ran into another palette. This palette seemed very interesting to me. The packaging was very interesting as well. The name of this palette is called Namastay in India Eyeshadow Palette. It has, let's see, it has 6 colors, I think, 6 shades. I'll have to open it to make sure. 12 shadows, I'm sorry, it even says it. It has 12 shadows in here. It says eyeshadow palette, 12 shadows, and a dual-ended brush. And the colors look right up my alley. They're right there with the types of colors I wear in my clothing and my style. So let's go ahead and take a look. I still have another palette I need to do. It is sitting right here. It is from Laura Geller, but I got that palette prior to getting this one, but this one just seems so much more interesting. I'm not going to say that. It just seemed interesting. I wanted to do that right away. Look at the packaging on here. I'm so scared to zoom in because, or to try to go in. This packaging I really, really like. It's very pretty. It says Cargo Cosmetics. I have never heard of this brand, Cargo Cosmetics. And let's go ahead and open it. It opens this way. It has a magnet closure. And as you can see, it has a mirror. And this is, let me hold it back. I'm not sure how. So that is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and take off the film. I really like the way this looks in the packaging. It looks really pretty. Maybe I'll use this brush that it comes with as well, along with the brushes I have. I need to figure out this. There we go, and here is the other end. I don't know if it's going to focus on those words there. I've never heard of this brand, Cargo Cosmetics. And it's a very, I don't know if you can see, it's a very deep groove where the brush is. That's interesting. The cardboard here, it's very thick. But this is the palette. And let's see if they have names. Yes, they do. Let's try to get close enough. No, you guys aren't going to be able to see it. The types of names, let me just go over them. Ooh. Let me just go over them right quick. You've got Delhi, Lotus, Monsoon, Spice, Taj Mahal, Tea, Chakra, Darjeeling. I am butchering these names. Diwali, Henna, Bollywood, and Sari. It seems like these colors are Indian inspired. So let me see. I'm not good at swatches, so let me see if I can swatch some for you. I'm going to swatch I'm not going to swatch Delhi because this is a matte, kind of a white matte shade. There are 2 other matte, Chakra and Darjeeling. Those are mattes as well. Henna and Taj Mahal are mattes. And Tea and Sari are matte. So they have a good balance of matte and shimmers in here. So let me, let's see. So if I do this here, let me see here. Let me see if I can get, there's a few colors there. I don't know if you can see it. Very pretty. And there's not, they don't crumble on me. They did not crumble on me. Let's see if I can add a few more. My fingers, I'm running out of fingers here. I'm gonna do the most colorful ones here. Bear with me while I dig my finger in these beautiful colors. I hate doing it. This is a tannish shade here. Oops. Tannish shade here. This is the golder shade here. Diwali is what it's named. And the green shade is Darling, the dark Darjeeling. And this Chakra. Interesting names for me. And so this is what they look like. There is one more shade I'm interested in swatching. Just a second here. It's called Bollywood. Ooh, and I like it. Yeah, these are smooth. They go on, it's this one right here. Let me see if I can do a zoom. This one's very pretty. These colors, they're buttery smooth. They're not crumbling or falling out. Now some of the shimmers like Diwali here has a little bit of, it's a little bit soft. I am taking the green and touching the other colors. And here is the other. I think this color here was the spice color. That color right there is spice, but very pretty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse my hands off because I am getting that green all over the place, and I'll be back and we'll try this on together. Swatches there, I'm not gonna worry about that. So I don't know what look I'm gonna create today. I'm probably gonna use brushes in combination with the brushes I already have, in combination with the Cargo Cosmetics brush that came with this palette. I want to let you know that I've already primed my eyelids. I didn't do much to my face except put the Matte and Poreless Fit Me Normal to Oily Skin Matte, not matte. It says matte and poreless, but this is a translucent powder. So that's all I've really done to my skin, my face there. And I just wanted to let you guys know that. e.l.f. is what I use to prime my lids with. This is the e.l.f. eyelid primer. And I do like this. I've had this for a long time. It's time to get some more. So let's start out with, I'm going to go ahead and start out with the color Henna as my, what they call a transition shade. And I'm going to be using the, I do need some paper. I have paper in my drawer. This is the antique vanity that I have gotten. All right, so I'm sorry, where was I, guys? My card was full, my SD card was full, and it decided to cut off. So I actually forgot where I was. Oh, I'm going to start with the color Henna for my transition shade. Not sure if you guys can see that. Henna is right here. And I am going to use the, I think it's called Alamar brush. But like I was saying to you guys, I do have a piece of paper in one of the drawers that I have here. And I use that just to see how much color I have from previous makeup sessions on my brush, so I don't get it on the current makeup session. What am I trying to say? I don't want to get this on my eyelid if it's very much, see, because it looks like it has been in a color that was pretty pigmented. So I want to make sure it doesn't come off on my eyelid, and it looks like it's fine because I'm just wiping it on this piece of paper to make sure that this does not come off by itself, you know, without water and stuff. I'm not doing a very good job explaining, but you know what? There's a film, a light film over the mirror, and I kind of want to take it off to use this mirror. I want to take advantage of the fact that this palette has a mirror. So off with this, and let's start. I think I'm far away from the camera here. Let me move my camera up a little bit. And now I'm gonna have to move it down. Bear with me, guys. I'm doing this as I'm recording. So, you know, that's okay. I don't want to have to edit it out because I suck at editing. So let's continue. Now this henna has a little bit of fallout, and I'm going to show you. It's not falling out onto my face. Where it is falling out is in the pan. So I'll show you here in a little bit. I'm going to try to make this quick because this camera, unlike the camcorder, the Vixia Canon camcorder that I had, it does not allow me to record in fast time. I don't know if you guys see that fall out there. Look at that. It's not tremendous amount, but it is a matte shade, and I usually see that with non-matte shades. So that is what I'm starting out with. I'm going to take the same brush from, I think they're called Alamar Cosmetics. And I don't know if I want to do a green. I think I'm going to go warm. So let's do Bollywood. Right here. Bringing the brush in makes it worse, huh? This doesn't like to focus. This camera, I got to figure it out. I really do have to figure this camera out. I think it was because I was shielding my ring light. So I'm going to come in with Bollywood and put it on the lid. And depending upon how this ends up going on, sometimes with the shimmers on my lid, I do use my finger. I prefer to use my finger. And one thing I have started doing is when it comes to the crease, I do lift because I do have what I believe my eyes would be considered hooded. Because I do not have a big area here that's not within the crease. Most of my eyelid is within this crease, so that's why I lift up. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I figure out which color I'm going to go in with in the crease. It actually shows you, kind of shows you on the back, and I'm scared to hold it up And I am horrible at, like I said, I'm horrible at editing. And I'm sure there is a way that I can look at something, take a picture of it, and put it as a little insert while I'm talking, but I haven't figured that out yet. I will figure it out. Oh, but this is actually on the box where it shows you what to do there. Crease contour, it shows you here. There we go. So it does kind of give you a little guide back here. But I am going to go in with the darker shade anyway. So they tell you what numbers as well. So I'm going to go in with Sorry, I think it's called Sorry. Sorry. I just can't figure this out. I think the gold is throwing this off. I am, for this one, for the crease, I am going to use the Cargo Cosmetics brush that this came out with. This camera is really good. When it does focus, it looks really good. But it's getting it to focus that I have to practice with. Getting it to focus. So I'm going to take this Sari color. And put it part of the way through my crease. And just blend it here. And I am going to, this is what I do with the crease. Okay. For some reason, I'm going to have to blend this a little bit more. I always kind of skip this area right up under my brow bone. I need to get better about doing that. And I will be lifting up my eyelid for this crease as well. Because you want to see what you're doing. You can't very well have your eyes closed. So lifting up your eyelid near your brow bone helps with that. So you can leave your eye open when you do your crease. People without hooded eyes won't have this issue. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill in this area here. And let's see what they do here. They don't really state. So I'm going to fill in this area here with Spice again, which is that real pretty shimmery shade. And that's my brow bone up there. It's covering up a little bit of that darker shade that I have, so I'm going to go back in with that darker shade. And I'm going to use this brush because the head of the brush that came with the palette is just too small. There I go, messing up my... This is a Canon, I think it's called, yeah, it's a Canon 750D as well. So in Europe, they refer to this camera as 750D. I guess they refer to it on that, in that way, because it's two different names. It's called the Rebel T6i. Most of us call it that here for the Canon Rebel T6i. And then you have the EOS 750D, which I've also heard this camera referred to as. So that is very interesting to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this. Well, no. Let's use another brush. I don't want to risk. Don't want to risk. I'm going to use the Sigma Tapered Blending E40. I don't know if you guys remember, anybody remembers the rapper called E40? I think his name's E40. I kind of like that guy. All right, let's come in with the Sari shade again and just make sure we get that dark area here. All right, and let's even it up on the other side. I lifted up my lid before, so I don't feel like I need to do that again. Just to go over the crease one more time. I don't feel like that's necessary. So what I am going to do is go over again with the color Spice with my middle finger here on my eyelid. The colors are, you don't have to dig in them a lot to get the color payoff on your lid. You really don't have to dig in them a lot. They are so buttery smooth that they come off out of the pan and on your finger or your brush quite easy. And they are very easily blendable. I am not having a problem blending them with my brush or my finger. Just making sure I have an even look here. I'm not going to use a bunch of shades in this. I'm sure I will be experimenting later. I'm not going to use a bunch of shades with this look. It's a very light look that I've got going on. Right now, I just want to make sure that it is even on both sides. When blending, I saw somebody said to hold the brush down at this end for more control, and it is true. It does give you more control when blending. I think it's pretty much even, the coloring and shading that I've done. So I think what I'm going to do next is go in with this color called Lotus. And I'm going to use that for my inner eye. I'm going to use the other end of this Cargo Cosmetics brush and put this in the center of my eye, the corner eye duct area. Getting a little crumble from this one, just a little. And I will be cleaning up my eye look because I do have a little bit of fallout going on. And you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna go on the lower lash line with the Sari color. Bear with the inner corner. I have to clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna do that when I'm done with the lower lash line. So I am going to take this color, or this another Alamar brush, and I'm gonna go in with Sari. I'm just not sure how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. I don't think this is dark enough. Let me see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've been using the dark eyeshadows to give a little bit more depth to my eye look instead of an eyeliner. And I am going to clean this up. I know I've got this gold shade all over the place, the spice color. Just a second, I'm gonna clean it up for everybody. And I am going to put mascara on. That I will do as well. Sorry about that. I've been using my daughter's wipes. Not for like potty wipes, but the just for cleanup, like hands and stuff, messy days. I've been using those wipes on my face, which are pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They work just as good as the wipes you get for makeup specifically. All right, so I've done my lower lash line. I am going to clean up a little bit and be right back. What I'm going to do next is put my mascara on. Well, I'll come back with my mascara on. That way I'm not wasting everybody's time. So you guys know I struggle with putting eyeliner on, so I ended up doing the eyeliner, which I call Cleopatra. I ended up, looks like I need to do it longer there, I don't know. The Cleopatra look, I ended up struggling with that off camera. One second. I want to make this one longer. A little bit longer to match the other side, but I struggle with that. So what I did for the eyeliner is I used the Ico London eyeliner, and I went on ahead, I decided at the last minute to put a Cleopatra or wing at the top, on the top eyelid. I did not mess with the bottom waterline because I did have that other color Sari there, so I did not feel I needed that. For my mascara, I did use my Clinique High Impact mascara. I do want to get more. I do want to get more of that. What I will do now is go ahead and on camera do my lips and my bronzer. The bronzer, I am not going to use like a regular bronzer because this bronzer I have is a shimmery bronzer from LA Colors. Let's see if you guys can see. It is a shimmery bronzer, so guess what I'm going to use it for? Yes, you guessed it, I am going to use it for highlight. I am going to use it for highlight. I don't use a lot of bronzers. I just picked this up on a whim. And I didn't like the way it looked when I did put it where bronzer is supposed to go. It was too, what did I get on my, too foily looking to be a bronzer. So I've been using it as a highlight. That is exactly how I've been using it. So far, I like the colors in this palette. I like the formula of the eyeshadow. I am going to be using, are we not focusing here? I am going to be using this palette off camera quite a bit, I believe. So I want to clean something up right quick because it looks like, one second, I've got something where it doesn't need to go. Sorry, that was my cat. She scared me. I was like, who else is in this house? I had a little bronzer right here. I'm not sure if it came off my hands or what. So now we're gonna go on with the lipstick. I believe I am done with everything else. Don't know if you guys can see the highlighter on this side as much. Put the bronzer away. I need to learn how to clean as I'm going along. All right. This eyeshadow palette, not only is the packaging, anyway, not only is the packaging beautiful, I love the colors and the formula of the colors as well. So let's go ahead and do the lip portion of this video and not take too long, hopefully. I am going to use the Profusion Cosmetics Lips to Go. I got this last year and it is a set of 3. It has the liner, the gloss, and the actual matte lipstick, I believe this is. I'm just gonna go in with the liner and the gloss and see what kind of look that gives me for this. So I am going to line my lips with this. I do have a pencil I could use, but this is not a pencil. Forgive me, I forgot. That's how long it's been. It is a roll-up liner. Matte lip liner, it says. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. I haven't used the liner at all. Maybe once. And I promise you guys, I am going to look at tutorials and read my manual, hopefully without getting too bored, as much as I can, so that I can figure out this focusing. These, let's see, this is in the color Charmed. And the gloss is a shimmery type of gloss. This is a sparkling lip topper, they're calling it. It says Charm Topper. So this is the same color, but it's called Charm Topper. And I just rub that together, rub my lips together, and the liner will eventually bleed into the rest of the lip. So this is what it looks like now. And Here are the eyes. So let me zoom out and talk about this palette again. I was gonna put some, let me explain to you guys what I did with my under eye. What I did with my under eye, I ended up using the Becca concealer in the color Treacle. Again, you guys saw this. Oh, I got it on my finger, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it. But this is the color Treacle, and it is not a I'm not using it as a highlighter type of thing, concealer. It's just to, for the most part, I wish this camera, for the most part, make my dark circles disappear, which it seems to do that. So this is the look that I have from all of this. The main event was the Namaste in India eyeshadow palette that I got from TJMaxx. Was it TJMaxx or Marshalls? It was TJMaxx. $7.99 is what this palette costs. I think it is worth more than that. I really do like how buttery smooth the consistency of the actual shadows were. I do like the color combination, and I just cannot wait to use this green color that they have in here. And both of these in combination along with this light color, that would be awfully pretty. So with that said, that is the Namaste, what do they call it? Namaste in India eyeshadow palette, and it is from a company called Cargo Cosmetics. So I am going to definitely look into who they are, what other palettes they might have or beauty products they might have. Stay tuned for a couple of pictures after this. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, let me know. And I will do more videos for like one eyeshadow palette, one product eyeshadow palettes. And I would be happy to do that because I am going to be doing another one, and that is the Laura Geller palette that I got from there, and that's also going to be a one product review as well. Of course, I'll be using other products on my face, but the main event will be that. So subscribe to my channel if you do want to see more. Next will be this Laura Geller. Can't talk. Next will be this Laura Geller palette, or it will be my Allure beauty box, one or the other. But thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for the pictures right after this.